YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another video from Fantasy Good Sports, guys. And today's, guys, yes, live, not video. Live is going to be on your waiver wire, guys, that you should be picking up for tomorrow. Because I know tomorrow is the main timetable for most people waivers. So tomorrow is my waivers. I'm going to give you 5 guys each positions that you should be going after if you need a guy to stream or to drop a guy and add a better value. So I got 5 guys. And guys, also let me know if you got some guys that I don't bring up that you like, you're welcome to bring them up in the chat. So let's start, guys. I'm going to go for about an hour. So let's get going on this waiver wire. What's going on, Second Take? Let me see something here. Oh, buddy. There we go. What's going on, Second Take? What's going on, bruh? So he says, what up, TD? My homie also says, I won yesterday and the best team in the league. Okay, so he said he beat the best team in the league. I thought you had the best team in the league, bruh. Second Take says, DJ Moore or Waddle? I'm going to say Waddle. Even with 2 of them probably going to be out. So let me check the schedule real quick just to make sure. So let me see something. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna say Waddle. Yes, sir. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna say Waddle, man. Even though they playing the Ravens, DJ Moore, I like DJ Moore. You can't drop him, but if I have to choose in a vacuum, I'm gonna go with Waddle. DJ Moore still is the number 1 on this team, and any good quarterback play that they have will help DJ Moore. But right now, Sam Darnold is struggling, and he might not be the starter. I don't know about the backup. I know who he is. I just don't know if he's even good enough to get the ball to DJ Moore. So right now, it's going to have to be Waddle, bro. Second Take also says, should I keep Taysom Hill? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep Taysom Hill. I'm telling you, his opportunity is coming if you got room on your bench. Second Take says, Schultz or Higbee rest of the season? Schultz rest of the season. Schultz. And that's close because Higbee going to be fine. He's going to have some games, but not quite the games that Schultz is going to have, in my opinion. Execution. What's up, bruh? He says, howdy. Sorry about that. Richard Watkins, what's up, bruh? Good evening, bruh. Glad to see you, man. Thursday, guys, been working all day. Second Take says, OBJ to the Packers helps the Packers over the Cowboys once again. Yes, if he goes there, but if he goes to the Kansas City, people better watch out because here come Kansas City again. I think the only place for him is Kansas City or Green Bay. I like Green Bay. Somebody got an alpha quarterback. Execution. He said, give me some running backs. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through the whole list since it's early in the video. So quarterbacks. I told you yesterday, Justin Fields, to stash him. So hopefully you don't have to spend a waiver wire priority on him. You already got him stashed. I like him going forward. He looks good. I like the way the offense is going. Matt Nagy is whatever he's doing okay. The next quarterback is Taysom Hill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he might. So he might not start, but he's still worth a stash because Trevor Siemian, his ceiling is not high at all. And if he can't go out and win him a game, at least this week, Taysom Hill will be the starter for the rest of the season. That's easy. They'll go down with Taysom Hill. They're not going down with no Trevor Siemian. So, so I like Taysom Hill. The next one is Mike White. Yes, the matchup is very, very tough. He is going against Buffalo. But for all the other guys, I don't know if you got Ryan Tannehill. If you got Ryan Tannehill or Matt Ryan on your waiver wire in one quarterback leagues, yes, I'll play these guys over Mike White. But in Superflex, Mike White is a hot target because it's not many quarterbacks out there for you to get in a 12-man league. So Mike White would be fine in a 12-man league. 10-team or one quarterbacks, it's probably other quarterbacks out there like Ryan Tannehill, Matt Ryan, guys like that, even Justin Fields that you can pick up. Okay, 2 more guys. I got Jimmy Garoppolo. Now listen, Jimmy's only going to be out there for 2 to 3 more weeks because of the season's about to be derailed. So Jimmy is a solid starter. He's not going to dudge you. He'll give you at least a floor of 10 to 12 points and a possibility from 25 to 30. That's his ceiling. He can't get there, but he's not really a ceiling player. He's more of a floor guy. So Jimmy Garoppolo is a guy that you can stream. He's very safe. If you just want to be safe and need to get by a week, Jimmy is the guy right now. And last but not least is patty cake, Baker's man. Roll around, throw him in a pan. Yes, I said it. Baker's Mayfield. Patty cakes, Baker man. Roll around, throw him in a pan. So listen, guys, that's my Baker Mayfield. Yes. So listen, you will be able to play Baker Mayfield in streamable actions, in streamable situations, because especially going forward with OBJ being gone. I like him when he don't have a target that he needs to focus on. He plays great that way. So I think Baker will be a streamable quarterback going in the future. If you want to pick him up this week and stash him so nobody else don't be able to have him as his games get better, because you know that Nick Chubb, might be out with the vid, right? So Baker might pick up. Okay, so let's move on to the running backs. Yesterday I told you about Benjamin. Now, I know you might have went out and looked at other people's videos and whatever, and they tell, yes, and they confirmed it. I already been on it. When I see it in the game, I don't give you regurgitated information. I do watch content, but it's my own content. I don't wait to watch other people. But Benjamin, I like him. I think he's good in the pass game. He's not that small of a guy. He runs hard. I think Connor would not get all of the carries. He's not going to get 80%. Connor still would get like 60%, maybe 50%. Maybe 50-50, but Connor's just going to get all the golden touches, the green zone touches. So, Benjamin, I like him. Another guy, I've been talking about him for over a month, Ramondre Stevenson. What I say about Ramondre Stevenson? Didn't I tell y'all what Ramondre Stevenson was going to be? So listen, if anything happens to Damian Harris, anything like that, Ramondre is going to be a stud. I think they're just waiting for him. In the playoffs, they're going to release Ramondre. So they just get them used to pass pro, making sure he know where to be, how to block, to keep back Jones safe in the pocket. That's the only thing with Ramondre Stevenson. So I like him. He's like probably one of my best pickups of this week is Ramondre. I would put a star beside his name. Like I love Ramondre Stevenson. You should have already had him if you've been watching the content. Okay, so let me move on. The next guy is Nahim Hans. Listen, Nahim Hans is a satellite back. But because of this game script that they got with a great offensive line and with Jonathan Taylor, he just getting golden opportunities. Because, Jonathan Taylor got enough. He got 135 yards. We got the game in control. Let's put Nahim Hans in for the rest of the game. And that could be 10 touches, 12 touches, a couple green zone touches. Because the game was already going to be over. And listen, Jonathan Taylor has one of the best schedules going into the playoffs, fantasy football playoffs. So if you got Nahim Hans, you can be able to play him with Jonathan Taylor, and he could still be able to get work. So I like Nahim Hans going forward. Now, one of the main guys, because of what just happened with the news and stuff with Nick Chubb, is Dearness Johnson. We've seen Dearness already go to work, so you know what he is. If you need one win for this week, you can drop whatever you need to drop on him to get him. Now, if you got a good winning team, don't spend a bunch of fab on him because he's only going to be used for 1 week. But if you haven't dropped him, that's great for you. But if you got to go get him and you need this win, you 500, you under 500, you got to win, go spend your fab on Dearness Johnson. At least you can go down with somebody that you see and do something. That's what I like. I don't like putting all my money in a guy I ain't never seen get the full workload or be a bell cow. That bothers me sometimes because I don't know what he's going to do, So 2 more guys. Mark Ingram. So listen, I'm going to give you all a little bit of 4-1-1. They talking about something could be going on with Alvin. They've been working out running backs behind the scenes. Mark Ingram, to me, is the guy to go to. You need to go and stash him right now immediately as in picking up him on a waiver. And you don't got to spend a lot of waiver product unless you hear something after this live that says that something is going on with him. So Mark Ingram is a guy that I think he would be fine without Alvin Kamara if something's going on with Alvin. Even with Alvin there, he'll be fine. So last but not least, it's Jordan Howard. And the reason why I like Jordan Howard is because he's getting all the green zone touches. So he's one of those backs. They get down there, boom, they down on the 5-yard line. Jordan Howard's coming in the game. They trust it now. They did it 2 weeks in a row. I think even with Miles Sanders coming back, I still think that Jordan Howard still could be valuable. So you might want to go after Jordan Howard have something longer than a couple of weeks, or even Mark Ingram. All right, let's move on to wide receivers, guys. I got 5 wide receivers for you. So the first one is MVS. Because of Aaron Rodgers, when he get back, MVS is going to be good. It's going to be a lot of double teams, a lot of safeties, a lot of coverages rolling to Devonta. Trying to stop Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. MVS going to have one-on-one every single time. He's going to beat somebody deep. He can run. He runs like a deer. He got long speed. He's not a great route runner, but he's got long – excuse me, guys. He's got long speed. So MVS is the guy you can stash. Another one is OBD, Odell Beckham. I call him ODB. Oh, but like you said, OBJ, ODB. If he goes to Kansas City, he's a killer. If he goes to the Green Bay Packers, as my homie Second Take says, he's a killer. But if he goes to somewhere else like Seattle, I don't like that. I don't think that's not going to work out. I don't think Seattle claim him, but that's just my 2 cents. All right, let's move on because you know what OBJ is. It depends on where he goes. Julio Jones. Julio Jones is going to pick up. He's still a kind of a stash, but he's probably out on your waiver wire. You can go and stash him right now if you got an opportunity or you got space on your bench. Just an opportunity play to me. I think this offense is going to be picking up. Another guy is Rashard Bateman. I told you about Rashard Bateman. I said he's one of the best rookie wide receivers. This is probably one of the best drafts that I ever seen in the history of the game. I said what I said. One of the best drafts that I've seen in the history of the game. Rashard Bateman is a great talent. You can pick him up. Another guy is Elijah Moore. And Elijah Moore, yes, he's only had 1 big game, but when I like to hear what other players. A.J. Brown even thinks a lot of this guy. Not just because he came from the same alma mater, because he's just from Ole Miss. He actually knows this guy can run routes. He's good. As long as Mike White out there, I feel good about Elijah Moore. And when Zach Wilson come out, I don't think you would have to drop him because Zach Wilson going to have to learn things that Mike White is doing to check the ball down. You got to do that, bro. Everything ain't always going to Pat Mahomes. Don't be too much like trying to be like Pat Mahomes. You see Pat Mahomes needs to calm down this year. So you need to learn how to check the ball down like Mike White to Michael Carter. That way you can open it up for Elijah Moore. So those are my 5 receivers that you should be targeting. So let's get to the tight ends. It's not nothing spicy for the tight ends, but they okay. So the first guy is Adam Trout. He's got 8-9 targets. He's not doing as good as people thought he was because, he was graded out really high last year, but since the team is focusing and trying to get him the ball, he's not doing well. But maybe things can change. I think Taysom Hill comes in. So this is basically like a Taysom Hill, Adam Troutman type thing that I'm doing right here with the stash. I don't know if he's that good with Trevor Siemian, but we'll see, right? He did have 8 or 9 targets with Trevor. Another long shot tight end, Donald Parham. It just seems that I don't know what's going on. I think something's going on with Mike Williams, so I think he's using guys like Donald Parham and another guy down in the green zone, and I just choppy. So Donald Parham is a long shot start. Another guy is Tyler Higbee. That's easy. I don't care nothing about what his numbers been. This is Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay offense. These guys is going to have opportunity to score. You can roll them out if you need to. Higbee is one out of these tight ends. Higbee is probably the best one. Another one is Albert O. A lot of people talked about him. I didn't know about him until like 2 weeks ago. But these guys still seems to be solid. I don't know if Noah Fant's coming back, but if Noah Fant comes back, you definitely can't play Albert. But it just depends on what's going on with Noah Fant. I just think the guy is a pretty decent talent, so I just wanted to mention Albert O in this. And the last but not least, and I'm pretty sure this guy not out there because I've been talking about him for 3 weeks longer from the beginning of the season. I wasn't one of the first guys on him, but once I was exposed to him, I knew he was a good player. His name is Pat Freiermuth. You got to have Pat. I've been talking about him for a while. He's getting peppered with targets, especially with crucial third downs. Big Ben loves him. He reminds me of Heath Miller. Go pick up Pat Freiermuth and let him play for the rest of the season. So, guys, those are my 5 guys is each position that you'll be picking up. And every so often, guys, as I go through the live, I'm going to read out the 5 names. I won't do a breakdown like I just did, but I just need to read out the 5 names real quick from each position. So let's get to the chat. Okay. So, yeah, I hope you got some of them running backs execution. Ian Taylor says, what up, TD? Midway through. Joy and pain. Yep, Maze. Hit the like button, fellas. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, bro. Second Take says, my bad. I am the best team in the league. I love it. That boy is crazy. Yes, sir. Execution says, rest of the season, Judy or Evans? Judy. It's close because these are the same type guys. They in a committee full of good receivers. But I think Judy is more focused on it each week than I would say Evans. Sometimes Evans is Antonio Brown game. But right now, with Antonio Brown being out, Evans is high. But rest of the season, when Antonio Brown comes back, I'm going to say Judy. Good question, though, Execution. Richard Watkins says De'Aaron Johnson should be targeted off waivers. Yes, sir. Some dropped him. Chubb tested positive. Yes, sir. So De'Aaron Johnson is a big-time pickup. You got to go get him for 1 week. That's what he is. He's a 1-week win. He's not nothing rest of the season. There's some of these other guys that you can get and play for the rest of the season, like Jordan Howard, Ramondre Stevenson, Nahim Hans, Mark Ingram. Some of these guys, they got value more longer term. But for this next week, De'Aaron Johnson is the #1 running back. Easy. You're right about that, Richard. Coming with the gas every time. Matt Elson, what's good, TD? What's going on, Matt? Hey, bro, I think you was the guy that was on Eno, right? Am I wrong? Is he? I could be wrong. Matt L says another week, another L for me. It's all good, bro. That's how it is. We gotta keep fighting. You know, we gonna dubs will come. You just gotta keep fighting and making the right moves, and everything will catch up with it. That's what you gotta do, man. That's how fantasy works. Matt L says Sam Darnold was a fraud. I gotta admit I was wrong. Yeah, Sam Darnold, I ain't gonna say he's a fraud. Imagine if Christian McCaffrey doesn't go down. Is he still a fraud? I think Matt Rule knows this. He knows that if Christian McCaffrey comes back and he's like next week, he's gonna be 100%. Like he got his game win on him. He had to go through that one game. So I think Sam Darnold is he's not a Pat Mahomes, and he's never gonna be that. We know that now. But can he be a Brian Hoyer? Or, I'm not saying the same type of game, but can he be a journeyman? Can he win you 5 or 6 games and somebody go down? Can he win games with a good scheme, a good running back behind him? Maybe. So, yeah, execution. That's Ginger, bro. I call it Ginger. Yeah, that's Ginger. That's Ginger. He said, never been a fan. I feel you, bro. Hey, it's good for your stomach. It's good for your stomach. It keeps your stomach good. Matt L says, Ginger Ale, great. Yeah, it's good. I love ginger. I call it ginger. Not ginger, but ginger. That's that country slang. Vibs, what's up, bro? He said, what's good, bro? What's good with you? Richard Walker says, Taysom is the starter moving forward. Okay, that's what I've been waiting for. So, guys, you see that? I told you, go get Taysom Hill. Should have already have him stashed. You remember I made that video, 6 weeks ago? And I said stash him. He's coming for that starting spot. Now, listen, I didn't know nothing about Jameis' injury. But still, that's part of it, right? But I wasn't hoping for no Jameis injury because I do like Jameis. I'm not gonna wish for that on no play. I don't care if I like him or not. That has nothing to do with it. I'm for the integrity of the game, But Taysom Hill, I'm not saying he's a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers or some of these other guys, but with his rushing upside, he's a better Jalen Hurts. He's gonna be doing the same thing Jalen Hurts is doing, and probably winning games and keeping that starting job, and you're not going to be worried about that. So I think Taysom Hill is a nice pickup. Yep, I agree with you, Richard Watkins. Bruh. The Chosen Rose, what's up? He says, what do you think of this trade? I think Eckler for Fournette and Woods. Okay, you're getting Fournette and Woods. Okay, I like that. I do like that. He says, I have Josh Allen, Zeke, Patterson. You need to get rid of Zeke. I've been telling people that. I got off of it because he was doing well. I've been said trade high on Zeke and get something for him. But anyway, I have Josh Allen, Zeke, Patterson, Judy, Kirk, Emmanuel Sanders, Tim Patrick, Higbee, and Fairmouth. Okay. And I like that trade. I think getting Fournette and Woods, yes, I like that trade. I think you could get something a little bit better. I like Fournette, but I think you could get even something a little better, but you don't got to. That could be, you could be getting too picky. So, yeah, I like that trade. But I think you should maybe throw in Eckler and Zeke and see what you can get, bro. That's what I would do. Try to go get Najee with Eckler and Zeke. Try to get Najee with Eckler and Zeke. Consolidate to that. Antonio, what's up, Antonio? What's up, bro? He says, what up? What up, bro? Matt L says, I don't know if he'll be the guy this year, but I think Javonte Williams has top 3 RB potential just watching him play. Yes, he does. I mentioned him all year early in my videos when I was ranking the top 5 running backs. He was like my number 4 guy that I said. And I like Javonte Williams. Yep. Matt L says, I said what I said. This is the next beast mode. He's a sleeper next season. Yep. You talking about Javonte. Yep. And Eno gonna be nice. I'm pretty sure you was the one to tell me about Eno, but if you wasn't, I apologize. Matt L said, let's go, TD is on the Eno train. Yep. He said, let's go, TD is on the Eno train. I don't think he's there yet, but eventually he could be solid. Yeah, but he's gonna get work. That's the only reason why I'm mentioning him. They're not gonna give Connor 90%. And so Eno gonna have plenty of opportunities, especially in PPR. Matt L says, I've been talking about Eno for a long while. You have, bro. You have. I got to give it to you. You was the first guy that I heard say anything about Eno Benjamin. I know if people knew who he was and he was in the league, but nobody was talking about that he was going to be a solid player. So I want to give my homie his respect before it actually goes down, because I know he's been telling me about him for about 2 years. Second Take says, my homie TD, I said what I said. Cowboys don't have a top 7 defense, and Diggs is a top 3, and Cowboys won't be a top 2 seed. I disagree, bro. We're going to have to wait and play it out. You could be right, but I disagree. I didn't say this defense is not going to be shutting people down, but keep sleeping. And you're going to get a turnover, a sack, fumble. That's how we play. It's all about turnovers. This is a turnover defense. This is not a points defense. Viv says, you think JDM will start leading the backfield for JD McKissick will start leading the backfield for the Washington football team. With Antonio Gibson seeing a decline over the past few weeks, I got both half-point PPR. I think we need to wait it out and see for the first week. I think this is a wait and see for the first week coming off the bye. I think Antonio Gibson carries picks up because I feel like he's probably a little bit more healthy after the bye week. But JD will be a guy that you need to keep. And I think you can play both of them together. I said what I said. I think you can squeeze this backfield and play both together in certain instances. So, but I do think Antonio Gibson value does pick up back to 20 carries. But let's wait and see this first game. Remember, he's the only dude to break through Buffalo defense for an 80-yard receiving touchdown. So this guy is a good player. So, I just want to wait and see how things are going to go the first week. Second Take says, can I hear an excuse about the Cowboys? No, bro. Other than we still great. So I want to hear a team that's undefeated right now. And I want you to drag them like you dragging my Cowboys. That's what I want to see, Second Take. Don't ride my Cowboys. Ride everybody that's been lost 1 or 2 games. Because that's the only thing we lost. And we only lost 2 games. So you ride all the 2 lost teams. Antonio says it's 1 game. They already a lock to win the NFC East. Exactly. Thank you. Tell him, Antonio. Tell him, bro. Tell him. Execution says no. T.Y. Johnson, he will have a game script being blown out by the Bills. Nah. Michael Carter is going to be out there, bro. He's a young stud. As long as Mike White is healthy, I'm telling you that. Listen, I said what I said. The Bills are a little bit overrated. I said what I said. The Bills are a little bit overrated. I think Mike White could come out there and not win the game, but it would be like, let's say 24-17, 24-14. They ain't going to get, bro. The game going to be close. Because Zach Wilson come out there throwing the ball all around and getting turnovers. Yeah, they get blow out. But I'm telling you, man, that's why that team they won, or what was the score? What was the score? who was that they beat? The Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, they beat the Cincinnati Bengals. It wasn't because their team just came to play and Cincinnati just laid an egg. No, Mike White controlled the clock and controlled the ball. Even though a couple turnovers, the team was still moving the ball. So that makes a difference. The Buffalo ain't going to be able to run a score up on them. So I don't know about – I like T.Y. Johnson. I think he is like flex worthy if you have to. But Michael Carter's is going – I love him in a tough matchup. So I think he plays good. That's why he did good against Cincinnati. It was a tough matchup. Easy matchup. Ty Johnson can get more work in an easy matchup. But tough matchup, I think they use my boy. But I respect your opinion, though. I respect T.Y. T.Y. is nasty. I mean, he ain't nasty, but he's a good player. Second take says Darrell Williams or Waddle. Waddle all day, man. I don't think Darrell Williams is what they need. Then listen, if the offense take off, can he get 2 falling touchdowns? Yes, you can always play Darrell Williams because since Clyde is out, CEH is out, he can get falling touchdowns. But you see last week, he couldn't get him off the 1-yard line. So to me, I'm going to go Waddle all day. I love Waddle, especially in PPR. Standard, maybe Darrell, maybe. Matt L says Trayvon Diggs is still a top 3 for a rookie. Yep, he's not a rookie, Matt. He's a second year. He said he's been very impressive. He just had a rough game. He's not a cover-type cornerback. He's a pick machine. There you go. I agree. Commissioner Breeze, what's up, bro? Hey, that's my homie. I'm in this league, guys. I think I'm 5-4. 5-4 in this league, and I got a great opportunity. You know, the first place guy got 2 losses, so you know I still got an opportunity to be wherever. So yeah, it's a great league. My homie Commissioner. He said, "My man TD, what's good, brother? Nothing, bro. Just trying to give out this knowledge." Antonio says, "I think Odell best landing spot would be the Chiefs." Yep, they need a wide receiver too. The next hill. I agree, 100%. 100%. Anona, Pittman or Terry this week, bruh. You got to go with Pittman. I'm not going to get cute. I'm going to go with Pittman. Matt L says, I shouldn't have traded Pittman, man. Yeah. It just depends, man. You got to wait it out. But sometimes we make those type of trades. You know, that's why I'm not big on trading. If I trade, I get rid of a guy and I move on because it's easy to regret making a trade in fantasy. Matt L says, I needed a tight end and I got Schultz. So it is a top 5 wide receiver for a top 5 tight end. Okay, so you needed a tight end. You got Schultz. So it was a top 5 wide receiver for a top 5 tight end. Yeah, but it just depends on what you had at wide receiver. If you good and you couldn't make no room for Pittman at the time, it was a good trade for it because you upgrade your team. You got to know what it's for your team. Don't worry about other people's teams. There's sometimes people worry about what it's going to do for other people's teams, and I think it's always going to be hard to make a trade that way. Marvin, what's up, bro? Juke says, I have DK, Pittman, Bateman, Gallup, and Ayuk. Do you think I need to trade for a wide receiver, or do you think I'm solid? Okay, you got Pittman, you got DK. That's solid. And Bateman, Gallup, and Ayuk, I think you solid as long as you got really stud. Because I'm not going to try to tell you to package DK and Pittman for no Tyreek. You got DK. If OBJ goes to Seattle and they start wanting to throw it to OBJ a lot, then I might can move on to DK, man. But that's way out there, right? So no, I think you good, especially if you got a good quarterback and a good running back. I like that. I like those receivers. I love DK and Pittman and Bateman and Ayuk. Gallup is okay. Matt L says I like Pittman. I sort of saw this coming, but I didn't think he would fly this high. I get it. And that happens. But you move on, you good, man. Just work the team that you got. Execution says, would you do Evans for Hunt and Hunt for Tyreek? Yep, I would. I would get ready to get Tyreek because as long as he's healthy, he's going to be fine. He says, I have Saquon, Patterson, Edmonds, and was a Henry owner. Wide receivers are Evans, Cooper, Judy, Bateman. I need to make a splash to compete. I think, yeah, I would take Evans and Hunt and get Tyreek, bro. I think that's an A. That's a great trade. Great trade. Matt L says, the refs screwing my Bears. Yeah, man, that was a little something last night. Hey, that happens all over. And I always talk about things. I see things happen with my Cowboys, but hey, it is what it is, man. That's why I just do fantasy. I don't get caught up in. I used to be, especially when I was just doing straight cow, like looking at my Cowboys. I used to like, man, they cheated. They did this. I was upset. So I get it, bro. See. Yep. So Luigi, what's going on, bro? He says, "What it, TD? Should I drop Taysom Hill for Fairmouth? I have Knox and Ingram as my quarterback is Lamar. Nah, you don't need Taysom. You got Lamar, so you good about Taysom. Should I drop? Okay, never mind. Okay. So you said, should I drop Taysom Hill for Fairmouth? Yes, you should. You should go get Fairmouth if you need a tight end. Knox is fine. I mean, you can wait for Knox, but I wouldn't. I'm just telling you personally. Knox is probably could be great, but to me, I like Fairmouth better than Knox. So to me, I would go get I would let Taysom Hill go and try to get Fairmouth. If I could, I would try to keep Taysom in case something happened to Lamar. But you got this house. You don't need to worry about a good backup quarterback because you got Lamar. So yes, if you need to get rid of Taysom Hill for Fairmouth, then yes, I would do that. What up, Lindell Morgan? What up, bro? Glad to see you, man. Mr. Anderson, what's good, bro? Mr. Anderson. Luigi says, what up, TD? Should I drop Taysom with my last spot for Pat Fairmouth? I got Knox and Ingram and Lamar. Okay. Yes. So, yeah, man. Go get Fairmouth. Go get Fairmouth. Kale says, CD let me down last week, shaking my head. Sell or hold? Hold. It was just game script. He's going to be fine. You hold. Rodney Santana. He said they were trying to get A-Rod more involved. Glad I kept him. Yes, I told you, man. There was a nice stash. He's going to be fine, and this offense is going to be fine. Lindell says, need to add a couple running backs. I like your list. What order would you prioritize them? Okay. So, number one would be Ramondre Stevenson. The reason why he's number one, Lindell, is because you can ride him out for the rest of the season. He's going to have value for the rest of the season. Two would be Mark Ingram. And the reason why I'm saying it, because Mark Ingram is for the rest of the season, is going to have rushing ability, rushing upside, because they're not going to bail Alvin Kamara 20 times rushing. He's going to get a lot of passing work, but Mark Ingram is going to get not the green zone touches necessarily, but a lot of the rush work. So to me, that gives a lot more opportunity going forward into the rest of the season than some of these other guys. All right, third, I would go Jordan Howard. I would go Jordan Howard because I think he has a long season. Even with Miles Sanders, he might not be getting but like 10 carries, but those 10 carries will be by the goal line because he's a big back, and it's going to help Jalen Hurts. So third, I would say Jordan Howard. Fourth, I would say Eno Benjamin. And I think he got 2 weeks of giving you a floor of 10 points. With Connor there. I think he can give you 10 points for 2 weeks with Chase Edmonds, maybe even longer. Who knows? It could be 3 to 4 weeks with Chase Edmonds comes back. So, Eno Benjamin, I think he's going to be a fantasy startable flex play, a top 30 a top 30 running back for like 4 weeks because he's going to be used in the Chase Edmonds role. And then next, I would say Dearness Johnson because he's a smash play to get you a dub this week. If you need a dub this week, Dearness Johnson is your guy over all these guys. So Dearness for this week. Long as Chubb stay out with the vid, right? And last but not least would be Nahim Hans. And Nahim Hans, yes, he has long season value, but he's not. He just his ceiling is not that high. He can give you 25. He got a high ceiling, but his floor is very low. He might not get used the whole game, So he's okay. I might have him a little lower than I should be, but he's just not a priority of me. But I think if he's sitting out there, you need to pick him up because you never know. You might run into somebody might get dead, and you might need to play. And Nahim might could go for 20, especially if they blow out a team. So yeah, man, I would say Ramondre, Mark Ingram, Jordan Howard, Eno Benjamin, D'Ernest, Nahim Hans. Luigi says, should I trade CD and Keebler for Fournette and Kelsey? Luigi, who is Keebler? But he said for Fournette and Kelsey. Yes, I would do that. I would get rid of CD Lamb and I would go for Fournette and Kelsey. Let me know who the Keebler is. Master Samurai. What's going on, bro? Glad to see you here. Luigi says Eckler. Okay. He says, should I trade CD and Eckler for Fournette and Kelsey? I might not go after Kelsey. I wouldn't go after Kelsey. Kelsey is fine. You can, if you need a tight end, bro, yeah. If you got a garbage tight end, but you can't have nobody like Fairmuth and try to go after no Kelsey because I think it doesn't matter. It's not going to help your team. But if you got like a low tight end, like let me see, Zach Ertz, then maybe if you want to go for Kelsey, I feel you. If that's going to make your team better, I would give that a B. Mr. Anderson says, thinking about sending out a trade in Standard League, Pitts for Chubb or Pitts for James Robinson. I got Fairmuth. Maybe James Robinson in redraft. Maybe James Robinson. But I don't know if you want to get rid of Pitts, bro. I would try. Try. You can even trade since you got Pitts. You can even trade Fairmuth. Get whatever you need to get that killer running back. So if you want but either one of them is okay. But to me, I feel like you could regret dropping trading Pitts because Pitts to me is going. He got a chance to finish as the number one tight end. I said what I said. He got a chance. Fairmuth is just going to be solid for you. He's just going to give you everything you need for a tight end, like a Mark Andrews. So you're going to be solid with him. But yeah, man, just use whatever whatever running back you want. Ask the guy what tight end he want off your team, and go get that killer. Second Take says, everyone like up and sub. Yes, sir. Hit the like button, guys. A-Game says, is Myers droppable because I would have lost if I started him over Bateman? Yeah, you shouldn't be starting him over no Bateman. Yeah, he droppable, but you got to look for your buys. If you're going to be on the buy, you don't want to drop him, and then you won't have nobody to play on your buys, and you have to go to the waiver wire. So, yeah, he's droppable, bro, if you got good receiver depth. Chase, what's going on, Chase? What's up, bro? He said, let's say everyone is healthy and Rodgers is out for one more week. Okay, one more week. Should I have Patterson and Terry on the bench if I'm starting Kamara, Henderson, Adams, Debo, and AJ? Should I leave Patterson and Terry on the bench? Not for no Henderson. I'm playing Patterson over Henderson. And no, Terry can't get on the only way Terry can get on the field if Debo start giving you some duds. So Terry can't get on the field, but Patterson can over Henderson. I would play Patterson over Henderson. That's just me. Juke, what's going on, Juke? Juke says, you think I should do anything with my RBs? CMC, Saquon, Javonte Williams, and Michael Carter? Nope. You got the sauce for the playoffs. You got the sauce for the playoffs. Again, I'm going to say it. You got the sauce for the playoffs. Second Take says, who you got in the fight? Darren Williams or Frank Gore? Frank Gore, he country strong. He don't wear no socks on his wearing cleats. He's country strong. That's why he came off of 3 knee injuries and had a long career. He got that country blood in him. So, Yeah, I say Frank Gore. Matt L says, I want to see Trey line up next to Stephon. I want to see Trey. Trey who? Trey who, Matt L? Let me know who you talking about. Taquito. I ain't gonna want to kill your name. I'm gonna call you Tech. Tech says rate my team. I don't do rate my teams, but I'm gonna do it for this time. Usually I do that's for OnlyFans. But Tech, I'm gonna do it for just one time. Tech says Burrow, Kurt as quarterbacks. Okay, I like that. Devonta, Stephon Diggs, killers. Dalvin, Saquon, Najee, Montgomery. Okay, Dalvin and Saquon and Najee, Montgomery, and Derek on IR. That's running back. Hawkinson, Kittle as tight end. I give it a B plus. B plus. Execution says, who you got in the boxing match? Darren Williams or Frank Gore? Frank Gore. He country strong. Master 7 Ross says, I think Ferdinand is top 5 rest of the season. Yes, he has a chance to be. And I think Kyle Pitts has a chance to be. I'm talking about 2 rookie tight ends. I said what I said. 2 rookie tight ends can finish in the top 5 with tight ends. Luigi says, you lit. No, I'm not lit. Why you say that, bruh? Oh, okay. You like the show. Okay. Yeah, this is ginger ale, bro. It's not beer. Matt L says, at Luigi Perez, first drop Ingram, he's trash. Yeah, Ingram's not that good. Execution says, drop Ingram. Yes, you got to drop him. Well, you ain't got to. Just depends on what's going on with your team. Matt L says, Fairmuth or Schultz? I'm going to say Fairmuth, bro. Fairmuth all day. Richard Watkins says, wipe your feet off at the door and click the like button. Wipe your feet off at the door and click the like button. Yes, sir. Inceptor says, sell or keep Chubb after high performance. I think he's a sale. That's just me. I would sell him to go and get something like a Jonathan Taylor, something like that, or maybe a package like a Kamara and something else. But I'm not trading for Kamara right now because I think he could be hurt. So I'm gonna wait on that. Matt L says, well, who do you think is a better rookie, Odell or rookie Jamar Chase? I'm gonna still go with Odell, and I'm still waiting. It could change, but I'm still say Odell as of right now. MB says Matt L, Trey Diggs is neither top 3. He said Matt L, Trey Diggs is neither a top 3 or rookie, but he's gotten good at ball hawking. Yes, he's a ball hawker. That's what he is. Marcus Peters type. Second take says I need a quarterback this week because Stafford's questionable. So he will play, but I'm gonna give you a backup. He says, so do I pick up Hill, Wentz, Jimmy, Monday night game 49ers? I say pick up Hill. Let me see where Hill plays. So Taysom Hill plays really, really early. So I'm going to try to see somebody play like a late game that you could keep on your team. You could keep, I would say get Jimmy. If Matt don't play that way, you got Jimmy if you want to wait. But if you don't want to wait, Taysom Hill plays at 1 o'clock. So you're going to find out Sunday if he's going to be eligible or not. So you're going to have to make the decision before at 12:50. Because Taysom Hill plays at 1. So he's the best next guy. Wentz will be fine, but he plays at 1 o'clock too. So in order to make sure if it's a game time decision, you might want to go with Jimmy. Matt L says Cooper Kupp is looking like a straight generation wide receiver. He is. I mean, his route run is impeccable. He's quick. He's so quick. His anticipation. He knows the zone. He can beat man to man. Matt L says at MB in terms of talent and potential. MB says Dearness Johnson is the only active running back on the Browns due to the COVID and RR. Yep. That's why I told people to go after them. Again, I'm going to read it off. Quarterbacks, Justin Fields, Taysom Hill, Mike White, Jimmy Garoppolo, Baker Mayfield. Running backs, waiver wire guys, Eno Benjamin, Ramondre Stevenson, Nahim Hans, D. Ernest Johnson, Mark Ingram, Jordan Howard. That's the extra guy in there for your bonus. Wide receivers, MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling from the Packers, ODB, Julio Jones, Rashard Bateman, Elijah Moore. Tight end, Adam Troutman, Donald Parham, Tyler Higbee, Albert O, Pat Fairmouth. Incentive says, also, should I trade away Elijah Mitchell and Devonta Smith for Javonte Williams? No. Nope. I wouldn't do that. MB says, I don't know. I'll put a few above him, and I'm a fan. Who you talking about, MB? Let me see. Oh, okay. You talking about Trayvon Diggs. Okay. No. Okay, yeah, you're talking about the Trayvon Diggs. Matt L says, but how good Cup is doing reminds me of just how ridiculous Megatron was. Yep. Megatron was all right, but Darrell Reeves used to put him on Reeves Allen and shut him down. Matt L says Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Diggs. Okay. I'm going to go back to that question. Let me see. Okay, yeah, Trey. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, he want to see Trey and Stephon line up against each other. Okay. MB says, how in the hell he get Najee, Saquon, Derek, Devonta, Stephon, Montgomery, and Dalvin? What kind of league? That probably might be a like an 8-man or a 10-team league, guys. Some people don't play in the 12-team leagues. Matt L says, for real. MB says, I like Cup. He's always been a beast, but he wasn't healthy, and Brandon Cooks used to take a lot of his points. Yes. Okay, so yep, he says, I like Cup. He's always been a beast, but it wasn't healthy. And Brandon Cooks used to take a lot of his points. Yep. Let me see what's going on with this right here. We only at 15 likes, guys. 15 likes. Okay, let me see. MB says, dudes like I had all top 8 picks rate my team. So dudes like I had all top 8 picks rate my team. Yeah, I think I rated your team. I think I gave it a B+, bro. Gio, what's going on, Gio? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Glad to see you here, man. Gio says trade DJ Moore for Scary Terry. Let me see. No, I won't. No, nope. I wouldn't do that trade. DJ Moore. I just want to see what Ryan Fitzpatrick, how he's gonna look with Scary Terry. I think it's to be like the same type of move. I think Scary might be a little bit better, but it's enough to do a trade. I don't know. MB said someone got Fairmouth last week as an extra tight end. Yeah, that's why you had to go stash him. That's why I was talking about him all year, man, because I know people was going to start picking him up. Stephen Williams said, you starting Bateman even with Watkins back? Yes. If I can wait and see, I might be able to sit Bateman down, but I doubt if I can. So, yes, I'm starting Bateman with Watkins. I just don't think Watkins is a better player than Bateman. That's just me. Matt L says, you played running back in high school, right? Yes, sir, I did. Yep. I'm going to try out for running back or wide receiver. Okay. Yep, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Make sure whatever you do, you can do it all. If you're a wide receiver, make sure you catch everything. That's the most important. If you're a running back, make sure you can catch the ball and don't fumble. Make sure you always protect the ball. Those are the small things that people don't understand. And being able to know your pass pro and knowing your plays. Lance, what's going on, Lance? Glad to see you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, bro. Lance says, should I trade Diggs and Fournette for Henderson and CD? No. I like the Diggs and Fournette side. 17 likes, guys. Come on, we at least can get to 20. Okay. MB says, I have Logan Thomas and Goddard already, but I like Fairmouth. Yep. Logan Thomas, I don't know what he's going to be when he comes back. Goddard is okay. I still think Fairmouth, his targets are better, and it fits Big Ben. The Big Ben is still accurate within 10 to 15 yards, and that's going to be mostly Fairmouth's targets. So I like Fairmouth over all those guys. Okay, guys, yes, we did get to 20 likes. Okay, I see. So again, guys, for the guys that just got in here, I'm going to read off my list again. For his quarterbacks, the waiver wire guys, Justin Fields from Chicago, Taysom Hill from the Saints, Mike White from the Jets, Jimmy Garoppolo for the San Francisco 49ers, Baker Mayfield from Cleveland, running backs, Eno Benjamin from the Cardinals, Ramondre Stevenson from the New England Patriots, Nahim Hans for the Colts, Dearness Johnson from the Cleveland Browns, Mark Ingram for the New Orleans Saints, and Jordan Howard for the Philadelphia Eagles. Wide receivers that you should be looking to pick up if you need to pick up somebody off the waiver wire is MVS from the Green Bay Packers, ODB, he's a free agent. He's more of a stash. Julio Jones from the Tennessee Titans, another stash guy that I like that a lot of people might be dropping. Rashad Bateman, he might not be picked up in your leagues, but go pick him up. And Elijah Moore. Especially with Mike White plays. Tight end, Adam Troutman from the New Orleans Saints, Darnell Parham from the Los Angeles Chargers, Tyler Higbee from the Los Angeles Rams, Albert O from the Denver Broncos, and Pat Freiermuth, the Pittsburgh Steelers, guys. So these are the guys that I think that you should be looking to pick up. Stephen Wynn says, I have T. Higgins, Metcalf, Keenan Allen, and Amari Cooper. I have Derek Carr as my quarterback. Should I trade Amari for Russell Wilson? Russell, last name Wilson. Yes, I think that's a B+ trade. I think you might need to do that. I don't know if Derek Carr with Henry Ruggs being gone. Maybe Deshaun Jackson helps him out. I don't know. Maybe you might want to wait one more week and see what Deshaun Jackson does. But I understand why, I understand why you're trying to make that trade because I don't know if Derek Carr gives you the upside that you really need. So I get it. Yes, I would make that trade. I'll say that's a B+. Gio says, how about Moore and Carter for Mike Williams? No, I wouldn't trade for Mike Williams. Mike Williams has knee tendinosis. And so I don't want a wide receiver that has knee problems, especially a tall guy. So no, I wouldn't do that. And I would get rid of Moore, but Michael Carter, I think you might want to keep Michael Carter. I think he might be a PPR monster, especially, getting 7 to 8 catches a game from the running back position. No, now if Mike White doesn't play, then yeah, you might need to move on from Michael Carter. If you're talking about when Zach Wilson comes back and you want to get rid of Michael Carter, I get it, but don't go after Mike Williams. MB says Wilson is injured. Keep Carr. He's doing well. Yep. So yeah, Zach Wilson is injured. Carr is fine. But I think I like Russell Wilson. Oh, you talking about Russell Wilson? Yeah, but Russell Wilson's coming back this week. Russell's playing. They said Russell's playing. He's coming back this week. Now, I don't know. Maybe you might know something I don't know. Maybe he still has to pass something. Maybe he's just practicing. That's all. Yep. So, guys, as I read off the list, I guess I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. We got 21 likes. I'll take 21 likes. So I'll wait a few more seconds, guys, and see if anybody comes in here with a question. All right, guys. So I guess I'm gonna get ready. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Y'all be safe. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.